Over here, the food.
On my way to the event now. Welcome back to my channel, Meldy Baldovino Vlogs. I'm here right now at the Raffles Hotel to attend the official ceremony of the Romanian National Order for Merit in the rank of Commander granted by the President of Romania, His Excellency Mr. Klaus Werner Iohannis, to His Excellency Delia Domingo-Albert, Ambassador and former Secretary of Foreign Affairs. I used to work with Ambassador Delia Albert in SGB until I retired last year. See you around, guys. Thank you. I'm in Embassy of Romania cocktails for Ambassador Delia Albert.
Ambassador and former Secretary for Foreign Affairs.
Help us to listen to one another with open hearts and open minds, and to support one another as we strive to serve you in all that we do. Please give us the strength and the courage to follow your will.
The Romanian National Order of Merit to Her Excellency Ambassador Delia Domingo-Albert.
The President of Romania, wishing to reward the merits of our friendly and collaborative relations between our country and the Republic of the Philippines, grants to Her Excellency the National Order of Merit in the rank of Commander, signed by the President of Romania, Klaus Werner Iohannis, countersigned by the Chancellor of Orders, Presidential Decree number 1668 from December 12, 2023.
Nice color.
May I now invite Your Excellency Mrs. Radutsa Dana Matake, the Ambassador of Romania to the Philippines, to take the floor.
Ambassador Delia Domingo-Albert, the Honorable Undersecretary Geronimo C., the Honorable Mayor Abby Binay, our Mayor, and the Honorable Mayor Joy Belmonte, again our Mayor, the Honorable Assistant Secretary Iohannis, Your Excellencies, the Honorable Consul General Sergio Ortiz Luis, and the Honorable Consul of Romania in Cebu, Grand Benedicto, who is over there. Thank you for being with us. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, dear friends, an official ceremony of handing over the honors granted by the President of a country to a foreigner, that's something really rare in the life of the embassy. So we are privileged to be here tonight, and we are incredibly grateful to each one of you for sharing in this momentous occasion with us. Let me say that our meeting opens under very good omens, as less than 24 hours ago, the European Union and the Philippines have announced that they are resuming negotiations on a free trade agreement. So really, we are forging ahead on the future of prosperity. Now, we all know Ambassador Delia-Albert. As you are aware, there are many, many facets of Ambassador Delia-Albert, more than we can count. I think she's like a diamond, multifaceted, tough, yes, she's tough, bright, and ever shiny. So first and foremost, Ambassador Delia-Albert has been the epitome of a diplomat, with the most impressive career, including as the very first woman career diplomat appointed Secretary for Foreign Affairs in the whole of Asia. And I know I needn't say more because very many in this room, Filipino and foreign diplomats can testify for you. And then some of you know there's the Delia-Albert, the native of Baguio. She's always the most ardent promoter of her home city. So I have a duty towards Mayor Benji Magalong, who is now in Taiwan, but has already sent his congratulations and best wishes to his kababayan. Also, Ambassador Delia-Albert has been a mentor for many of us, myself included. She has mentored distinguished businesswomen, government officials, diplomats, civil society representatives, Filipinos and non-Filipinos. So she has touched the life of so many people. And this is not, I'm not over. As you know, Ambassador Delia-Albert has been an enthusiastic fighter for ethical and sustainable mining at a time when this was not fashionable at all. Just one example among many is her contribution to the founding of Diwata, Women in Resources Development. And I think some of the members are among us. Now, you may have heard about another facet of Ambassador Delia-Albert. The woman with a love story which is more exciting than a great novel or than the best Hollywood movie, I swear. Maybe she will want to tell us more about it, maybe not, I don't know. But I hope she finds the time to write a book about this very meaningful story, which actually began in Bucharest. Am I right? Yeah. Now, in everything she did, Ambassador Delia-Albert weaved in the objective of gender equality. She has been a tireless champion of inclusivity and equity. And no cause has been too insignificant for Ambassador Delia-Albert. She has been, for instance, the promoter of indigenous people weaving with fantastic results. Preserving the Philippine rich heritage has been one of her missions in love. And I have to say this because there are so many University of the Philippines alumni and representatives here, so I cannot think of Ambassador Delia-Albert without picturing in my mind the University of the Philippines. She is a distinguished alumna of the UP, and in this capacity, she has done everything in her power in order to advance the national and international links and prestige of the UP. And you know what? I haven't finished. Ambassador Delia-Albert is a great mother and a happy grandmother. And she's frankly everything that many of us, especially women, would like to be. A person of great character, a professional, an accomplished public speaker, a talented writer, a critical editor, a friend in need, a friend indeed, and in short, a personality who changes the world. Today's ceremony is about Delia Albert as the best ambassador that Romania has ever had, or never had. She has kept intact every beautiful memory from Romania and forgot all the others. And up to this day, she speaks excellent Romanian with a great pronunciation, and she recites poems in Romania. Don't ask me now to recite a poem in Romania. As I said, there are many bright facets in Ambassador Delia Albert as there are in a shiny diamond. So, you know, for everything she has done in Romania, when establishing the Philippines Embassy in Bucharest, 1975, together with Ambassador Leticia Ramos-Shahani. And for everything she has done for Romanian-Philippine relations ever since, the President of Romania, His Excellency Klaus Werner Iohannis, granted Ambassador Delia Albert the Order of Merit in the rank of Commander.
Wow.
Congratulations. Romania loves you. Romania is grateful to you. Romania vă iubește. Romania vă este recunoscătoare.
I am delighted Celia Anna M. to take the floor. Let's give her a round of applause.
Excellencies, I think after that speech, there's nothing much I can add. But we have to give the official version of how we know Ambassador Delia Albert. So, Excellencies, Ambassador Matapit, Ambassador and Secretary of Foreign Affairs are honorary. Who we finally call Delia Domingo-Albert. The Honorable Atinay and Wanted, distinguished guests, colleagues in government, friends, and I see a lot of my colleagues from the DFA. We have Ambassador Luya, Ambassador Belen, Lula del Rosario, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It's my distinct honor and privilege to represent the Department of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of the Philippines in this important occasion to witness Ambassador Delia Domingo-Albert, one of the Philippines' finest foreign service officers, who rose to the top of our ranks to bring honor to her country once more. Today's gathering to confer the National Order of Merit with the rank of Commander to Ambassador Delia Domingo-Albert adds a high note to the enduring bonds of friendship and cooperation between the Philippines and Romania. That the President of Romania, His Excellency Klaus Iohannis, and the government of Romania granted this honor to a Filipino diplomat, par excellence, also reminds us that our more than 50 years of diplomatic ties has forged a truly meaningful and genuine relationship between our people. Ambassador Albert served under one of the country's pioneering, she served under one of the country's pioneering female ambassadors, the distinguished statesperson and senator and writer, Leticia Ramos-Shahani. The work then of Ambassador Albert to support the diplomatic mission in the former Eastern Bloc, her commitment to enhancing cooperation, understanding, and friendship to bridge the divide of the Cold War era has been instrumental in shaping the dynamic relationship we now enjoy today. Dedication to fostering strong and enduring relations between our two nations exemplifies the highest ideals of diplomacy. Her tenure in Romania from 1975 to 1979, serving as Second Secretary and Consul at the Philippine Embassy in Bucharest, left a profound mark on the 52-year history of our bilateral ties, starting as it did around the time of the historic first visit of then-President and General Secretary Nicolae Ceausescu to Manila in April of 1975. Ambassador Albert, your exemplary service, dedication, and leadership serves as an inspiration to us all. Yours is a legacy that will continue to guide foreign service officers to navigate the evolving landscape of international relations with wisdom, integrity, and grace. Today's celebration of Ambassador Albert's remarkable achievements and the enduring bonds between Romania and the Philippines allows us to reflect on the shared aspirations of our countries and our peoples for peace, stability, and prosperity. Looking forward, we continue to build our partnership with Romania in both the bilateral and multilateral spheres. We will continue to work closely to promote our shared values, including the rule of law and the rules-based international order. This occasion is made more significant as it comes at a time when the Philippines is preparing to reopen the Philippine Embassy in Bucharest this year. So on behalf of the Honorable Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Enrique Manalo, I extend my congratulations to our dear Ambassador Delia Domingo-Albert, our dear Dida, on this honor and express my deepest appreciation to Ambassador Makati and the Romanian Embassy for their commitment to strengthening the bonds of friendship between our nations. May the friendship between Romania and the Philippines continue to prosper long into the future, and may Ambassador Albert's achievements inspire us to strive for excellence in all our diplomatic endeavors. Thank you.
Invite Mrs. Micaela Teves, or Micah Teves, the Executive Director of Spark Philippines, a non-government organization working for women's empowerment and gender equality, and a distinguished mentee of Ambassador.
Thank you to Ambassador Reduta and the Embassy of Romania in the Philippines for this opportunity to share a few words in honor of Ambassador Delia Domingo. As I sat down to write my tribute to her, I realized that it felt just like yesterday when 9 years ago, I attended a forum to listen to a senator who I admired speak. But it was Ambassador Delia who greatly inspired me with her talk. As mentioned by Ambassador Reduta, she is the first woman Secretary of Foreign Affairs and first Philippine female diplomat to break the administrative rule which had made several women in the foreign service quit after choosing love over career. She was determined and changed the unwritten, instilled in me a determination to succeed, offered invaluable guidance and support, and inspired a great love for country. From then on, I was young lady. That's how she referred to me. The best lessons I got from her were over coffee and tea in her home, or dates to watch plays. I am one of the lucky ones who get one-on-one mentoring from her. The pandemic and the lockdowns were a difficult time for me. I was contemplating of preparing for my exit out of advocacy work and transitioning to a corporate job. I was praying for signs on what to do. Then I was invited to a lunch and heard that she would also be there. She had just lost her husband, Hans, so I focused on her so I didn't bring it up nor ask for her advice. After lunch, we hugged and we parted ways. A few minutes later, the doorbell rang. and her driver came back to drop off a book for me. I opened the book, and she had written in the front page, "Dearest Micah, keep the good work for our people going. Our country needs you. Love, Delia." I've stayed in the development sector and worked even harder, expanding our reach to the farthest parts of the Philippines, and did even more work than pre-pandemic times. She's someone I truly admire, and someone who I never want to disappoint. Ambassador Delia Domingo-Albert is an extraordinary diplomat, an exemplary mentor who has touched the lives of so many with such genuine care and concern. That has manifested in lifelong gratitude.
May I now invite everyone to watch a short testimonial video of His Excellency Luke Veron, head of the EU delegation to the Philippines. He is out of town but wanted to be with us on this occasion.
A video message is not the same as being there in the flesh. I cannot be in Manila tonight and I'm mortified by that. Please accept this simple message as a token of my admiration for Secretary Delia. Of course, I also commend our European Union member nation, Romania, through Ambassador Aluta for bestowing upon Secretary Delia this very important honor. I see it, of course, as very auspicious to honor a pioneer, a woman diplomat, dare I say, the woman in diplomacy par excellence, in the month of March. But that would be reductionist. Someone else will recall Secretary Delia's career. I just would like to point out that Her Excellency was Foreign Secretary, then Ambassador to Germany. The pinnacle of her career was Ambassador to Germany. And we are so grateful for what she did for the European Union 20 years. Delia Albert did not have a career in diplomacy. She has a life in diplomacy. My guess is that she is today as busy as ever with diplomacy, running projects as a mentor, as a speaker, as a thinker, as a writer, as a friend and colleague to other diplomats, men and women. A life in diplomacy. I would like to congratulate you, dear Delia. In my humble view, there are just two categories of diplomats, the best and the others. And you are with the best. Period. I just did this message to reiterate what you know already, to assure you again of my unconditional admiration and my indefectible affection. You can always count on me to be your token man in any women in diplomacy endeavors you have. I hope you will allow me to end by giving you a warm hug and a respectful kiss on the cheek. Maraming salamat po.
Call on our distinguished awardee, Her Excellency Ambassador Delia Domingo-Albert, to take the floor. Let's give her a big round of applause.
When I came in, asked, how high is the Excellencies, friends, everybody is a distinguished guest. Ladies and gentlemen, bonus Yahweh. You can repeat that. Bonus Yahweh. Guess what it means? Romanian is a Latin-based language, and people ask me how I learned it. It is they call it a sea of Latins in an island of Latins in a sea of Slavs. So if you know your geography, you know what I'm talking about. First of all, I'd like to thank the generous affection that has been expressed this evening. I thought as I listened, I have to gather all that they said to add to my essay called a career folded into life. Diplomacy has been my dream into a desire. That desire turned into a direction to a determination, and I think I served with dedication. That sums up what everybody said. Anyway, I'll tell you a little story, and it's a sequel to my Romanian story, which I narrated in the UK when we celebrated the anniversary of our relations. Once upon a time, before 1972, anyway, the Philippines had no diplomatic relations with any of the Eastern European countries behind the so-called Iron Curtain, nor with China, nor with Russia. To drive the point, Philippine passports, those who are as old as me, will remember that stamp on your passport. It says in bold letters, "Not valid for travel to communist and socialist countries." Do you remember that? Yes. Well, I think most of you don't know that anymore. After careful study by the Department of Foreign Affairs, a decision was reached in 1972 by the chief architect of foreign policy, President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. To establish, this was the first ever decision made, to establish relations first with Romania, known to be a maverick among the socialist countries, and second with Yugoslavia, an ardent member of the non-aligned movement where the Philippines was then a member. Consequently, the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, the articulate Carlos P. Romulo, announced to the world that, and I quote, remember this is 1972, he said, "The Philippines is a friend to all, an enemy to none." Sounds familiar? It was a policy statement which has been echoed repeatedly by his successors, including myself, and the succeeding presidents. And I believe you often hear that too. Typewriters were then considered contraband, as it was feared to be used for anti-government propaganda. These were included in the Philippines. That was my initiation to a socialist communist system at the height of the Cold War. As luck would have it, a typewriter introduced me to my future husband. A journalist, the chief editor for Foreign Affairs for German television ZDF, Zweites Deutsches Fernsehen. He was covering the historic conference, and he was very gracious to lend me the typewriter. This historic typewriter led to the lifting of a highly discriminatory practice leveled against women in the Department of Foreign Affairs. For many diplomats before my time were the only ones allowed to marry anyone they wanted to marry, including foreign women, and stay in the service. But all the women diplomats had to resign. So, if you think there was no discrimination at that time, that was tough. But I felt that this was not right. And besides, I had been working with Senator Iohannis to pass a resolution in the United Nations, Romanesque Asafost, Seti Induri Dupa Putele, Sofibur Kuchel Cheticere, Mila Si Alapost. Translation: as Romanians have always been, be merciful as you can and be good to the one who asks you for grace and shelter. Thank you, Don Ambassadora, and through you, I thank His Excellency the President of Romania, Dr. Klaus, Werner, Iohannis, and the resilient and hospitable people of Romania for this generous award being conferred, having been conferred to me tonight. I accept this honor, humbled by the recognition being accorded me. And if I am to confess, Romania brought me joy, happiness, and meaning to my personal life. Romania remains an affair to remember.
Always a joy to listen to you. Now, we have some time for a quick photo ops.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And here. 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. One more. All right, one more here. 1, 2, 3. One more, 1, 2, 3. One more, smile. 1, 2, 3. Everybody put together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Over here, the phones.
So that's the short program for the awarding ceremony of Ambassador Delia Albert. And we were able to hear the speech of Ambassador Raduta Dana Matashi, Ambassador of Romania to the Philippines. It's mentioned that women, peacemakers among us. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel and please to support pa rin po. Maraming salamat.